Hello my dear friends, I am Prashant Mauni and I warmly welcome all of you to StudyIQ. I hope you all are doing good. Dear friends, at StudyIQ we provide pen drive and tablet courses for various different exams. To know more about it, all you have to do is log on to StudyIQ.com. With this, dear friends, identify the person that you can see on your screen. Give me the post as well as the name of the person. With this, dear friends, let's see what President of India has got to tell us. Now, both the houses of parliament were adjourned till February 1 because on 1st February budget will be presented in the parliament, and President Ramnath Kovind addressed both the houses of parliament, and he also talked about this economic survey that was tabled in the parliament. Now I will tell you who tables this economic survey, but before that let me throw some light on February 1st, or why we have decided to why we have basically chosen this February 1st as our budget date, because earlier on what used to happen is that budget used to be presented on the last date of February, that is 28th Feb, if it's not a leap year. And now what used to happen at that point of time is that by time the ministries used to get this money from this budget, the money that is allotted to them, by the time they used to get money in their accounts, it used to be already June or July. So this is a monsoon season, and when we talk about infrastructure, then you cannot carry on infrastructure work during this June, July, August and September. So basically this money used to stay in the accounts, and it was of no use, if I can use these words, that it was or we were not able to utilize the money that was already there in our accounts. So the developmental work was being delayed. So by presenting this budget on the 1st of February, we have in fact get rid of this problem. And it is not the first year, last year as well, it was in 2017's budget was also presented on 1st February. We will go through how the money is given to different ministries and things like that. We will see all those things in forthcoming future, so don't worry about it. And with this you will also understand how things are taking place in our parliament, and how after budget, post budget things and discussions and other things will be discussed on this platform, so don't worry about it at all. Now, addressing joint sitting. Now you have the system of joint sitting as well, in which you have members from both the houses, so they are addressed by the president. So this joint sitting was conducted, and President said that his government, he is using the word that my government, because I told you yesterday, remember that parliament, the complete process of parliament, you have three parties. You have president, you have Lok Sabha, and then you have Rajya Sabha. Together they make or complete this whole circle of parliament. So this is the reason, and you know it very well, that all the works of central government is done in the name of the president of our country, President of India, isn't it? So this is the reason why he is using this terminology called my government. And the government in fact is making all efforts as per president, and we know it as well, that the government is making all efforts for economic, social and educational empowerment of minorities, as well as it is committed to their empowerment without appeasement, without harassing them. Government is ready to provide all the support that it can. With this, dear friends, President also said that the central government is committed to protect the rights. Here the words that President has used is rights of Muslim women. We know have triple talaq and the issues that are associated with triple talaq, and there is a bill that is pending in the Rajya Sabha at present. There are some serious reasons as well behind why this bill is bit opposed by opposition parties in Rajya Sabha, because it is basically about converting a civil thing into a criminal one. So this is something that opposition parties are opposing, and if you ask me personally, then I am in a favor that a thing that is civil cannot be turned into criminal. But let's see right, at the end of the day, it is the job of the parliament to make the best possible law that is better for every one of us, isn't it? So let's wait and watch about this thing. And he also asserted, President said that the government is working for the welfare of the backward and weaker communities too. He talked about doubling the farmers' income by 2022, and he also said that this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, it's basically a crop insurance service or scheme, right, that is affordable as well as simple too, no doubt. And you have 2 seasons that are covered under this crop insurance scheme. One is Rabi, one is Kharif. Kharif season is associated with monsoon crops, and this one is associated with winter crops, right? You should know this thing very well. If you are beginners, then I would recommend all of you to please pay attention to these things, this different seasons that we have. We have one more season called Zaid, right? This Zaid season is of fruits and vegetable in the months of summer, but these are 2 major crop season in our country, Rabi and Kharif. So crop insurance is provided, and the good news is that this year, right, in 2017, 5.71 crore farmers benefited out of this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. Regarding road connectivity, he said that in 2014, only 56% of our villages had road connectivity, but now 82% villages are connected with roads, and this is a very important thing. Without this infrastructure, when I say infrastructure, I mean to say road connectivity. Without road connectivity, very briefly, I can say that you cannot sell whatever you are making, and you cannot buy whatever is produced or made by someone else. So when you are not connected, basically your development, there is no chance for your village to get any sort of touch of development. So very important, very basic for development is road connectivity and infrastructure. He talked about the simultaneous election as well. He said that only one thing can be done regarding this simultaneous election of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and Lok Sabha and legislative assemblies. And the thing is that we need all political parties to get on board and talk with each other, debate, dissent and discuss, and finally we can come to a consensus. Only then we can go ahead with this simultaneous election. He talked about fight against corruption, and a very important figure here for you guys is that 3.5 lakh suspicious companies have been cancelled by the government in 1 year. So this is a big achievement. When you have to say, for example, place some points in favor of demonetization and GST and other things, then you can use these figures. With this, dear friends, the Prime Minister also appealed to all political parties to support this Triple Talaq bill. Basically, Prime Minister was talking during this Man Ki Baat program, and he also said that this bill will empower Muslim women, no doubt, but we have to sort out that thing as well, that the one which we discussed earlier on. With this, dear friends, he also talked about this. He threw some light on this budget session. He said that it is important for everyone, and everyone should. When he says everyone, then of course he is appealing to business people, all the citizens, as well as he is also highlighting here or indicating that all political parties and their MPs and MLAs, everyone should take part in this debates and discussion, because once this central process will get over, then you will have your state budgets as well. This is the reason why I have used the words MLAs. Now you have this, he said that this budget will fulfill the aspirations of common people and give new energy to the country's development. He said that the world is optimistic about India's economic growth, and credit rating agencies are quite positive as well when it comes to India. You know that Standard and Poor, and then you have this Moody's report, right? Moody's report was quite important one. It was very positive when it comes to India. We know that World Bank's Ease of Doing Business report and other reports as well are in favor of India. So this is the reason why he's using or saying that the world is optimistic about India's economic growth. With this, dear friends, now let's talk about this economic survey, right? It was tabled by Finance Minister. This is how it works. It is tabled. Economic survey is tabled by Finance Minister. Keep this thing in mind, because you may find a question, an MCQ question on this thing. Economic Survey 2017 has predicted that the growth rate is going to be 7 to 7.5% right? When we say growth rate, I mean to say GDP, right, is going to hit 7 to 7.5% in 2018-19. Now, let me clarify this thing 2018-19 for you guys here, right? Just in case if you are a bit confused about this thing, are we talking about 2 years? No, we are talking about just 1 year. The thing is that our financial year, right, starts from 1st April and it ends at this 31st March, right? So 1st April 2018 and it will end on 31st March 2019. This is the reason why you find that it is talking about 2018-19. I hope this thing is clear to you guys. So GDP 7 to 7.5 in 2018-19, not bad at all as per the estimates of this economic survey. And he also said, finance minister said that focus is going to be on employment generation, education and agriculture. These are the 3 focus areas in the mid-term. Regarding agriculture, he said that it is expected to grow at the rate of 2.1%. Industry will be growing at 4.4%, services at 8.3%. And these are some good figures, no doubt. With this, dear friends, the survey also adds that after remaining in negative territory for a couple of years, the growth of exports, you know, have exports were distorted by this GSTN thing, right? This GSTN network was not performing very well. It was having some glitches, and because of this thing, these exporters were not able to get their refunds, their tax claims. And what was happening is basically their working capital was blocked, and this created some issues for these exporters. So, but now things are getting on track now, and there is a sort of greater stability in GST as well at present. So things are looking good, and world growth as well, or you can say world economy is doing good as well. It is clocking somewhere at 3.5%, which is not bad at all, which means that exports from India may go up. So these are the things you can say these are favorable tailwinds, right? These are the winds that will push us from the back, and this will add more speed in terms of our GDP growth. So these are the things that are around the corner, which are good for our country. With this, dear friends, he said that structural reforms are going to continue, and he also said this figure is very important too. After the introduction of GST regime, 50% increase is found in number of indirect taxpayers. He also said that we have to work to improve, right? This improvement of economic climate will continue. We have to work for it. And he also highlighted that 2 truly sustainable engines of growth are, one is private investment and the second one is exports. With this difference, Chief Economic Advisor has said that he has, as per Chief Economic Advisor who creates this economic survey, as per him, right, responding quickly, sorting out this GST issues. First of all, implementing GST and sorting out all the problems that are associated with this GST. These 2 things are considered as major achievements of the government in past 1 year, as per Chief Economic Advisor. He also said that new tax filers have increased of about 18 lakh, which is not bad. So indirect as well as direct. So this one is direct tax payers, and this one is your 50% rise is indirect one. So keep these figures in your mind. With this, dear friends, Economic Advisory Council's chairman, who is Dr. Bibek Debroy, he said that the government is committed for growth and development. He said that working on more focus should be paid on women's empowerment, and he also talked about this pickup in growth. Niti Ayog's vice chairman said that this 7.5 or 7 to 7.5 is underestimate. Actual growth will be 8 to 8.5%, which is not bad at all. He also said that investment cycle has picked up and will increase. Something similar is the view of FICCI president. He said that insolvency code and bank recapitalization are 2 major structural reforms, And these are your answers, dear friends. These are your questions. We are running out of time. Make sure you check out studyiq.com. And as I told you, you would be able to download this file from my Facebook page and our Telegram channel. The link of our Telegram channel is in the description of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and pass your valuable comments and your answers. And do share this lecture with your loved ones as well. Dear friends, I'll see you all soon. Goodbye and Jai Hind.